Hello and welcome again to Agrotugal and to this project on Agro Azores. We're in February, I think. We left off here last episode, but we came here um, because I found finally a solution for the slurry problem. Okay, it's a mod that I found. I think it's not very realistic, but it will help us solve that problem. And I want to come here and quickly do it. So basically, we need to go in here and we go into construction mode, we go into production and selling points, and I've installed this mod that is called sell everything. It actually allows us to sell everything that we have in our farm, and we are going to buy this. It costs 1000 euros, and we are going to place it somewhere over here in order for us to be able to sell all that slurry that we have there. Let's find here a good position for this. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. So basically we can, yeah, here. All right, we bought it. So basically what this does, it allows to sell everything that the map itself does not allow us to sell. And that was the case with the slurry over there. So let's start our tractor here. I know that slurry doesn't bring that much of a profit, but hey, we are producing it. And since we are producing it like hell, or our cows are producing it, I think if we can make a little bit of money with it before we have some use for it, hey, why not? Okay, so it's going to be pretty easy. We just come here, sell the slurry, and it's discharging. And there you go. We got 522 euros. So we can just go ahead and sell all that slurry that we have here. And that way we get some money and we get some space there also for the slurry. And I think this is a good practice. All right, and this is the last bit of slurry that we have. It took us with this one 13 trips over here. Yeah, but it made us a good money right there. And hey, this is something that needed to be solved. I find it weird why the map doesn't have this option to sell. Actually, I found another thing, and that is the capacity for food in this barn in terms of hay is 90,000 liters. And I figured that with 90,000 liters of hay, even though the barn has the capacity to hold 500 cows, 90,000 liters of hay, it's only enough to feed 257 adult cows. So this is another huge problem. I don't understand why the map is like this, but it's a problem with it. We need to find out how this is going to be solved. But further on when we do expand. All right. So that's it for the big change now. And we'll be back after a while with more activity on the farm that is kind of relevant to you guys. And like that, we are here in the month of May. We've been keeping an eye on our farm. Everything is gonna be very excited from now on. We've been selling our slurry, and here in our whoa, we have 30 new cows. Oh, let's check in here. Yeah, 30 more were born this month, in the month of May. So we are up to 100 cows. Hey, girls, we need to have a chat. There is no bulls in here. How come you guys got pregnant? Huh? Huh? Oh, you know what they're saying? Yeah, I heard them complaining. Yeah, this was actually what happened. Last night, the bulls passed by. In the dark, we kissed and swayed. By morning, they quietly split. We're on our own and unafraid. That was, well, it was meant to be funny. All right, so they are doing fine, as we can see here, a little bit down in water. So that's what we're going to do today. Again, we need to talk about this table. And these happen to have some awkward situation here. Is that, as I said previously, this barn can take up to 90 liters of hay, um, which is only able to sustain around 257 cows per month. And the barn has the capacity to hold uh, 500 cows, which is, I think it's a flaw of the game itself. And also, we need to pay attention that in terms of our current field producing hay down here, let's go through the bushes. This field here, this field, as far as my statistics have shown, it's only able to sustain 80 adult cows. Now, not our cows are adults, as you can see, because some of the babies eat less, and when they grow up, they start getting more hungry and consuming more food. So we are fine for now, but we need to pay attention to this kind of stuff. Also, another funny thing is that they start going down in value. I don't know if they keep on producing the same rate of milk than before. That's something that we need also to find out. If they decrease their production in milk, we have to sell them after a while. But yeah, so we're up now to 100 cows. Again, the slurry, we've been selling it. We created this point here, again, to just cover from another flaw in the map, is that there is some products that cannot be sold. Slurry is one of them, but there is a couple of more. For example, uh, we have a bakery down there. Okay, as you can see, we cannot sell bread, and the bakery we can do flour, but we cannot sell bread. We cannot sell cake. So I actually don't know why in the heck there is a bakery. So I think that's another flaw on the map, and that's why I needed to install this sell everything stuff. And again, I'm not bad mouthing the map or whatever. Okay, I'm just pointing out some stuff. If there will be for sure people thinking that I'm bad mouthing the map, but I really don't give a damn. It's not that the intention. It's not to berate the map or be a bad mouth to it. Just pointing out flaws. If you cannot take the criticism, hey, I'm sorry. Okay, so what have we been doing? It's like we've been covering the monthly expenses that our farm has, which are kind of fixed expenses for maintenance and so on. We've been covering by selling the slurry, and we find out that we only need basically around 2 slurry tanks sold per month to cover for our monthly expenses. So it's like I want to make around $1,000 every month, so we don't have negative flow during the month. The price of slurry varies. Okay, 452. It's been going down, but we really don't care much. Okay, since this is the byproduct of cows, and once it's a byproduct that we don't have any use for it, we can sell it and does sustain the monthly expenses of the farm. Selling the second truck. Let me show here on the financial statement. We sold last April 991 euros of slurry, and we still got a profit of 358 euros that month. This month we sell 905, so yeah, two slurry tanks per month will keep the expenses going for now, since I've made another change here, which was to not sell anymore the lettuce automatically. We will sell everything in January. So let's put some water to our cows here. Let's check how's the situation in water now. 17,000 liters. So we could go and just as an extra activity for this month, we can go down and just fill up our water tank and bring it up. Or actually, no, let's do something different. Whoa. Let's go back. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Ah, come on. Too excited with the new cows. Dang bulls, huh? Those bastards. Okay, so what we're going to do, since we have some milk here, we're going to grab all the milk that we have so we can just drop it in our dairy. Yeah, we get all the milk. It's not a full tank, but at least it's 19,000 more liters. And we're gonna take this milk, take it to our dairy to keep on producing that marvelous, wonderful cheese from the Azores. And on the way back, we fill this water tank with water, and we give it to our cows. And we're about to arrive over here in our dairy. So we're gonna drop off all this milk in order for our dairy to keep running. It still has quite a good quantity, but it's never too much for now. And let's just stop the tractor here, go out, and we're gonna see. Bunch of cheese here out here. All right, and our other tractor. And let's check here the production. As you can see, cheese is here. The factory is full of milk. 30,000 liters. That's the most it's been in here. So I think this factory will have, in a while, a problem that we produce much more milk than the factory can keep up with. I'm wondering whether if we open also the production of butter, or yeah, butter, it's the only thing that we can do. If we do it, if they are concurrent or if they kind of collide with each other. I don't know. I really don't know. We need to see. Anyway, another thing that I found out about this map, because actually, do you guys see this space here? This space here is where I was planning to put that sell everything mod that I had there. Yeah, but this map, man, this is another flaw in my opinion. So this is our current land, right? You guys are aware of it. This is our current land. Our dairy that we bought, it's in here. But guess what? This land here, where we bought our bakery, it's not. Oh no, this is a new land. Okay. The land here where we bought our bakery, it's not ours. It kind of belongs to the whole island, roads and stuff, and the water also, and it's valued at 13.6 million euros. Man, why? Why is that? Why isn't this factory also a land? We got the factory, but we don't own the land. It doesn't sound quite right. Here I understand, because if you buy one of these, you cannot buy the land because the land is shared with other productions. But this one, it's allocated only to one production. So why isn't the land ours? Oh well, that's the way they designed the map. It is what it is. All right, so we've talked about that. Let's go back there. That this field that is currently the one we own is only able to sustain around 80 adult cows per month. So sooner or later, we'll probably have to add to this field. We have to buy another one. Either, that I have a big love for this field here that costs 35,000, or we can try to get something else, but the other ones are quite expensive. But if we are going to have over 80 adult cows, we need definitely to produce more hay in order to be able to sustain them, at least until that number of 250-ish adult cows is reached, because when it's reached, then we cannot sustain them, because our barn does not have the capacity to hold that much hay that is needed to sustain them for 1 month. So it would mean that I don't know, they would run out of food every month, way out of food. Actually, if we had the 500, the full capacity of the barn, the 500 cows, they would run out of food half of the month. And I don't know if the way to go around it, it's like to start running a 2 day per month here on the game instead of 1 day per month. I don't know. If you guys know, please leave me in the comments. Um, because I'm not sure. And this kind of can bring us to another thing. I'm asking if you guys know how to overcome these problems. I'm asking you the favor, please, to leave me a comment below if you know or have any suggestions in order to be able to sort these kind of problems. And I'm saying that because I've actually reached out to the designers of the map itself, so they are in full contact with me by private message, and let's say at least the main creator of the map, let's say he wasn't that appreciative that I'm doing this series. Let's leave it kind of there. Well, if it was me, and this I'm being really honest, if it was me that I designed a map like this, and I had one of you guys doing a series on it, I would be very happy, and I would be very honored. But I guess not everyone is the same, and this is just out of curiosity because I don't really give a damn um, whether the guy is supportive or not, or whether he's appreciative or not. The attitudes are for the people that have them. And Portugal, people say Portugal is a small country, and let me tell you, I'm born in Portugal, and that's why I'm legitimate. I have legitimacy to say this. It's a little bit controversial, but I have to put it out. Portugal, it's a small country, not because of its territorial size, but because of the mentality of most of its population. Um, they despise the initiative. They condemn people that do something and that are trying to innovate something, and they kind of crucify you if you have success. Yeah, but that's the way they are. Whatever. And to be honest, also, that's the reason why I left the country 33 or 34 years ago, and I've never returned. I don't miss it. Anyway, I'll see you guys up there. We're about to arrive, and going back to the cow situation. Remember, I just said that this field here, it's only good to sustain around 80 adult cows per month. But fortunately, we have a good reserve of hay, and not all our cows are adults yet, so we're safe. And according to also my data, we have enough hay to sustain our barn for about a year's time. This is all the hay that we have until now. So we're safe, nothing to worry. It's something to keep in mind for a later thing. Okay, and this took a nice portion of water, which is good. So our barn now should be, yeah, full of water. The food also good, should be good for 2 more months ish around it. Okay, nothing to worry about. And these cows are in 2 months. They're going to have babies also. Gosh, those bulls, they were here on two different occasions, I guess. Uh, these ones, the ones that were born before, uh, 5 more months, and they will start their reproduction cycle. So they're not yet adults. They're still on puberty. Yeah, and these ones are just babies. Okay, that was the month of May. And the month of June, I will again collect grass and so on, cut the grass, mow the grass, and turning into hay and stuff like that. Things that you guys have seen. And probably we will bring some other news. Until then, just hang on. Like that, we are in the month of June. Let's check again our barn over here. Alrighty. We have 19,900 liters of water. And I was mentioning that we had 100 cows. No, we actually had 110 cows. Come on. Okay, so what are we going to do this month? Month of June is a month to get more hay, mow, do all that stuff, mow the lawn, mow the grass, tether it, windrow it, pick it up, roll the field, store everything in here, and I'll be right back doing off camera all these works, and I'll be talking to you guys as soon as everything is finished. And we had to stop working because there is a huge storm here in the Azores. Dang. We just windrowed everything. So, yeah, we need to wait. Let's get here in our garage. We need to wait until this rain goes away in order to collect our grass, and by 2 p.m. it's supposed to stop raining according to the weather here. So it will be 2 hours. We need to wait for 2 hours, and then we will finish and complete collecting all the hay. Fortunately, because it's raining, the grass was transformed into hay, and the rain has no effect on it becoming wet, and so there is no problem. However, I think that if we collect the hay while it's raining, it will give us less quantity. At least I know that for harvest, if you harvest during rain, it will harvest less quantity. So just to play on the safe side, we're gonna wait here for 2 hours, and then we'll complete the job, and we'll come back afterwards. Geez, that was a long day, but we're finally done. The field is all ready and prepared. Just put our roller away. But first just step out of here, and we got into the habit of every time that we use our stuff, we just clean it to keep it more or less in shape. This roller has taken a beating, huh? The paint is all screwed up. Well, it worked hard. Our tractor needs a little bit of a cleaning also. Yep, everything is clean. So let's just park it. And we're gonna do the final things that we have in store for this episode. And here for the month of June. So, in order to finish the episode, you look at our tractor, it's in really bad shape again. Huh? Alright. Ask any farmer if there is a skill that is absolutely necessary if you are a farmer, is the skill to deal with mechanic stuff, to repair your own equipment and so on. And so you can see this is only decoration here, but actually we have one of these in real life. This is only decoration stuff, but yeah, this is how a farmer's shop should look like, with always stuff to be able to repair your equipment, because you cannot wait for some person to come if you're in the middle of an harvest or planting or whatever, and your equipment breaks down. There is no way you're going to be able to wait for someone to come over and fix it for you. You got to fix it yourself. And here at Agrotugal, we are not different. Although, if you need to fix some stuff, you need to have tools. And so that's what we are going to get. We are going to get some tools. So I think it's here in construction mode, in tools. Yeah, here, that's another mod. It costs 750 euros. And it's called a toolbox. Okay. And this toolbox, you'll be able with it to fix anything you want. We are just going to set it over here. Yeah. So we bought it. So now we have a toolbox. And just to show you how this works, you just grab it. Okay, you grab it. You take it with you. Gently. You set it next to your equipment. Like in here will be fine. Drop it. And now you were supposed to fix your vehicles. I don't know how come it's not working now. Maybe it needs to come here. There we go. And you can repair. Wow, the tractor, it's going to cost us 11,000 euros. 977, so almost 12,000 euros to repair. That was a big hit. Yeah, but we needed to do it. So it is what it is. We want our equipment in tip top shape, which brings us to our mower here. 74 euros. Yeah, we can fix this because our mower is absolutely essential. Uh, yeah, this one we don't need it. But okay, this is how you go in the field and repair your equipment. We're just gonna put our box away in our garage, and we're just going to put it nicely stuck in here. Okay, this way we know how to do it. Oh, we can close the door. Oh, okay, good. Closed. Haha. We found out something else. Alright, guys, so I guess we're going to have a non-profit month because of I think we're gonna have some surprises in store for the next episode. Alright, so once again, I hope you like it. I hope you like this episode. Thank you so much for your support, for watching this video, for supporting Agrotugal project here in the Agro Azores map. Don't forget, respect always your farmers because food doesn't come from the supermarket. Once again, thank you so much for all your support. Then I hope to see you very, very soon. And please do me a favor, be happy. See you.